Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video from Walsh, and it's titled "This High School Student Was Suspended for Being Based." You guys, I'm excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
The Carolina Journal has this 16-year-old student at Central Davidson High School in Lexington, North Carolina, was suspended for 3 days last week after using the term illegal alien during a vocabulary assignment in his English class. Leah McGee's son is a teacher who assigned vocabulary words during class last Tuesday, including the word alien. McGee says that her son made an effort to understand the assignment and responded to his teacher asking, like space aliens or illegal aliens without green cards? That was his question. He's just trying to clarify, and it's a fair question. Got to these days especially, you have to specify. We got a lot of different kinds of aliens on the planet right now, so we need to know which kinds of aliens we're talking about. According to an email describing the incident sent to local officials and shared with Carolina Journal, a young man in class took offense to his question and reportedly threatened to fight him because of it, prompting the teacher to call in the assistant principal. Ultimately, his words were deemed by administrative staff to be offensive and disrespectful to classmates who are Hispanic. The student, in response to his suspension, said, quote, "I didn't make a statement directed towards anyone. I asked a question.
Wow.
I wasn't speaking of Hispanics because everyone from other countries needs green cards, and the term illegal alien is an actual term that I hear on the news and can find in the dictionary." Yes, very, very intelligent point from the young man that
wow.
Not only is this a legitimate term, but it could apply to why you're the one assuming anyone who takes offense to it says, well, that applies to Hispanics. Well, then apparently you think that only a Hispanic person can be an illegal alien. That's not the case. Anyone from any country that's not America could be an illegal alien. Meanwhile, State Senator Steve Jarvis said that he contacted the school's district superintendent to make him aware of the situation. Jarvis told the Carolina Journal that while he informed top officials of the issue and urged officials to look for the best outcome, he did not take a stance on what they should do because he wasn't there to understand all sides of the story. Very, very, very courageous position from Steve Jarvis. So it's just a classic Republican move right there. And you find it from Republicans at the national level, but also the state level as well. So, yeah, I mean, he's getting involved. Okay, that part is good. He's talking to the superintendent about it. That part is good. But all he says to the superintendent is, well, let's seek the best outcome. What is the best outcome? I have no opinion. I can't say for sure. Just want to, then why are you even saying anything? Like, why get involved if you're not going to take a position on it? And what other sides to the story do you need to hear? I don't think anyone disputes the basic facts of the case here. The kid used the term illegal alien, and they suspended him for that term. I don't think anyone disputes that. And not only that, but another kid threatened physical violence against this student for using a term, and yet the student who was threatened ends up suspended for it. That's the public school system for you. And by the way, again, the term he used, illegal alien, is, as he says, a legal term. It's used by the federal government right now. You could go to the DOJ's website and search under the term illegal alien, and you'll get a bunch of hits because this is a term used by the government right now. The same government that runs the public school system uses itself the term illegal alien. And even if it wasn't a legal term, I mean, the fact that the federal government still uses that term is like an oversight on their part, probably. So I would expect that they're going to switch it all over eventually to the politically correct, undocumented migrant or whatever. But even if it wasn't a legal term, it still wouldn't be cause for suspension, obviously. And so I can only hope that this kid's family is preparing to sue, because that's the only way to deal with stuff like this. The only way to deal with it is you have to take it to court. We need to start getting a lot more litigious about these kinds of things. This is discrimination against the child. It's a totally unjustified punishment that will affect his life potentially in serious ways. And you can't let it stand. You have to take it to court. It's the only way to deal with it.
You guys, I totally agreed with what Matt Walsh said here. The kid family really needs to take that school to court, because using a word that is legal is not enough offense for you to be suspended from school. And another kid that threatened him was let go. He wasn't suspended for threatening the said kid, but the one that was threatened later got suspended. I'm trying to process the scenario here, but it's not making sense to me. When does reprimanding a kid become a problem? When did it stop? And why didn't the school reprimand this kid instead of just suspending him? If the family sues the school, they are justified. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. And let's wrap this video up, you guys.
And then in the meantime, I know this part I don't even need to say because you've heard my spiel many, many times. But in the meantime, for everybody else, this is another very good reason, among so many other reasons, to get your child out of the public school system. Kids in public school are totally at the mercy of a system that is hostile, not just to conservative values. And that's an important point to establish, that because this is another case, and anytime we hear stories of this kind of insanity in the public school system, usually you'll hear from conservatives that this is, well, it's discrimination, it's ideological, political discrimination, this is ideological indoctrination, it's all, and yet it is all of that. You know, it's a war on conservative values, and sure, that's happening, but more importantly, the public school system is hostile not just to conservative values, but to the truth. And to common sense.
That's true.
And when your child is in this system, your child is completely vulnerable to it. Totally subject to this system that punishes your kid for exercising common sense and for saying things that are true. It's not fair to put your kid in that situation.
Imagine being punished.
I couldn't do that with my own kids. I couldn't put them in a situation where they will be aggressively punished just for being normal and having common sense and saying things that are true. Now, sure, when you get out into the wild world out there as an adult, you're going to encounter many situations where you'll be punished for speaking the truth, and we want to prepare our kids for that. We want to equip them to deal with that. But the public school system is not the way to equip them to do it. Because here's the thing, you have to equip them first, and then you send them out into situations where they will be punished for speaking the truth. But the child is not equipped yet as a child. And especially because in the adult world, you might run into situations like this at your job, in various different contexts. But as an adult, you still, even at your job, you have more control over it. Your kid is in that environment every single day. For 13 years.
That's a long
6
time.
or 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, 9 months a year for 12 or 13 years.
Wow.
With really no power, no rights, nothing. And expecting them to withstand that, I think, is just expecting far too much. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to listen to my full podcast on the go, you can check out the Matt Walsh Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting one from Matt Walsh, and it's very hilarious that the world has come to a place where truth is being punishable. I don't even know what to say, but one thing I have to add here is that it will be totally justified if the parents of this kid sues the school. And let me know your thoughts on this one. I really had fun reacting to Matt Walsh. If you guys enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.